Hi, hi. Hi. Feels like I was just on. How are you guys? How is it? How's it going? Let me slick that down. What is that mess? Hi. How's everybody? All good in the hood? All good in the hood? Hey, guys. Thanks for the follows and all that good stuff. You're tired? I am too. I feel like I don't have enough time to get stuff done. But it smells so good. Hey, Stephanie. I'm like, tonight we are doing the quick little class on anointing oil. Hi, how are you? Yeah, I've just been a busy little bee trying to pack things, and being that Chris moves a lot of the stuff for me, I try to be, I'm not usually, I say this prepared, I don't feel prepared at all, but I try to pack it to where there's heavy crystals in the bottom and light stuff on top. That way one box doesn't weigh about 400 pounds. And I'm trying to be more selective on what I'm taking, because there's just going to be certain things and that aren't necessary to take. So that is what I'm trying to do, and figure out what signs I need to make and all that stuff. So hope you guys are doing good. It won't be a very long class, but I do want to talk to you once everybody gets in here. I know I was a little late jumping on, but hi. About our stuffs. Take you. I know. I would totally put you in a box. I mean, I wouldn't. I totally put you in my car, though. That's the one thing that's missing from my tattoo convention. Well, and it's not that it's just the tattoo convention. It's because it's a tattoo and rock convention, and there's going to be bands there the whole time. And there's an after party one night, and I don't know if I'm going to go, because I don't know if I can behave. So if I can't behave, thank you. If I can't behave, Chris was like, yes, we're going. And I was like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I'll be able to survive an after party and then get up and work the next day. No, we're not. I was like, I just don't know if I can. Like, the thing is like, well, I like tequila. I like Corona. And if I'm around a bunch of people and it's just a bunch like the talk show or the podcast the other night, no. My friend that used to go everywhere with me, when I used to drink more than I do now, I don't drink that much now just because the inflammation kicks my ass. But she was always the instigator to where she'd be like, here's you another. And I'm like, yeah, woohoo. It's like, I do not need to be doing that. But Chris is like, yes, we are. And I'm like, I just, no. Come pick you up road trip. I know you're that person. Yeah, well, I'm really not, but she used to definitely just keep it coming all the time. And it'd be like, here you go. Hey, Carlos, thank you. And so it was always a good time, but then on those things, I was always around friends and things like that. And, yeah, I probably won't. But it will be a lot of fun. But that's what I was trying to get. And Chris does a lot of the moving for me because I cannot. And so we have several different moving apparatuses. But like I said, this is a bigger event. So we're going to have to move everything differently. My goodness. But tonight, 5-hour road trip. I know. Guys, you have no idea. I would love it so much to have someone else there. Because just because my mind is how it is. Like my son, he has COVID, and I get he's grown, but again, my son has COVID. So I'm just like, I wish I had somebody else with me. But It'll be fine. Hi. It will be fine. It'll be good. It'll be good. But yeah, I definitely, it's going to, I have this feeling, and that's why I said what I said earlier. I have this feeling that it's going to get harder and harder for me to, Chris won't be able to go with me at all of them. So it's like one of those things. It's like something I'll have to figure out something. Hey, Crap Shack, how are you? Hey, I am me. So yeah. And thank you guys for liking and sharing and commenting. Please do that on any of those videos, especially with the podcast that you see. That helps me. I feel like it helps me. It may not, but I feel like it does. Just to be able to do it again, maybe. But anyway, that is what's going on. I'm trying to be strategic and plan and take things that I feel like will go good there, you know. So, lots of good stuff going on. How is everybody? You can't drive. You can't drive. I don't like driving, but I definitely will drive. I don't like driving. But I guess I have to get used to that. I have to get used to that if I'm driving everywhere. So yeah, so lots of good stuff, lots of good times, lots of stuff. I don't mind driving like I used to. I can tell you this, I cannot drive and be comfortable at night. My vision is terrible at night. And so I definitely am not comfortable driving at night. But I will if it's not a long, or if I have my glasses. I definitely have to have my glasses. But I'd rather drive during the day if you're going to give me the option. Yeah. Hope you guys are good. So yeah, Chris won't be able to always do it, but I am trying to pack strategically so it doesn't kick his butt. Because it's, like I said, bigger. It's a lot. He said it's a lot. There's a whole bunch of people in here that'll go if we just drive all over the United States to go get them. Road trips are always in a car. Yeah. I like road trips. I just, like, I have a hard time driving long distances without, like, stopping and, you know, whatever. But that's the whole point of having a bus. I can stop wherever. Come on, Chris. It's only 5 hours. He's laughing. He's going to wish he did do that whenever we're there, I'm sure. Because he won't want to stay in the booth with me. That's the thing. He's going to want to go over and watch all the concerts and, you know, fall in love with the guitars and all the songs and all the music. And so, yeah, it'll definitely be interesting. But, all right. So, guys, this month is about self-love, and that's what we're talking about. And I've been trying to teach you guys easy ways to do self-love, and I'm not always talking about going downtown yourself, right? I am talking about self-love. Self-love could be something as simple as walking to the mailbox with your shoes off so you can get grounded. It could be getting your nails done. It could be drinking a beer and just like decompressing. Is, you know, anything that you love that makes you feel good, that brings you pleasure in all kinds of ways, is really good, right? And so when we're talking about self-love, it can be so many different things, right? It can be reading a book. It can be lighting a candle. Yesterday, was it yesterday? I don't even know what day it is. Yesterday. When did we do? Sunday. We did the dressing of candles. And so this month we're talking about self-love and the ways that you can celebrate yourself and love yourself and things that you can do. Now, the things that I've taught and that we've talked about this month, you can do in other ways other than just self-love, right? When we talked about dressing a candle, we dressed one for self-love, but you could use it for protection. You could use it for all different kinds of things, and that is no different with the oil that we're going to make tonight. So I was just going to kind of talk to you a little bit about the different herbs and things like that I am using in this one. If you did get the monthly box, you have these things. I may add 1 or 2 things that I have, just like you could add a couple things that you have if you want as well. So in the spirit, right, of teaching you guys that the witchy stuff isn't always boogie, boogie, boogie. It is so many different things, right? It is about your spirituality. It's about embracing your spirituality. It's about embracing the things that are important to you. Hey, Miss Star Lady. Miss Rebel and I were talking about you today. Hey, Patrick. Thank you so much. Welcome in, welcome in. So we've done salt bowls. Today we did color magic, right? And were you guys in love with learning about color magic and how actually it's funny that government things have color codes that match what the energetic and spiritual correspondences are, right? Yellow sometimes can mean slow down, look out, yield. And what color are those signs? They're yellow. The government knows things. People know things, but they don't want you to be spiritual. But you follow what they say, but they're going to do spiritual things behind scenes, right? And so red means stop, slow down. It means passion. It means all these things, but it means stop. So it's very strategic at why stop signs are red. It's very strategic why school buses are yellow. Yield signs are yellow. The slow down light is yellow, right? There's many different things that we talked about. And so we're going to continue. Well, thanks. I don't ever wear yellow. I thought I'd look like a bumblebee today. So that is what we're going to talk about. So my goal this year is for me to bring this spiritual stuff to you in a way that you can utilize it every single day and for you to understand that you can do it. It's not scary. It's not bad. It's not any of these things. It is all about whatever your craft and spirituality is, you practice it and don't let anyone take it from you. Hey, Harley, how are you? Wow, thank you, Patrick. I appreciate you. So that's what we're going to do. And like I said, if you have the kits, they're $45. If you guys want next month's kit, next month is all about manifesting. And the stuff from this month's kit is self-love. In the kit, you got, thanks, Midnight. I hope you're doing good. You got oil. I went ahead and sent it just like this. Coconut oil, plain, plain, plain. It makes my eyes pop. Well, that's a good thing, I guess, as long as they're not popping out. So we have the oil. You guys that got the kits got this. This is literally, it is coconut oil. It is the kind that you use in makeup and things of that nature. Okay, it's not the kind, it's not the kind that gets hard. Okay, I'm just saying. There's literally not a conversation you can have with me that something like that doesn't come out. I am so sorry. We had a hard time talking about pink earlier. That is for later. Okay, so everybody that did get the kit got this. It's full. I know, right? I can't. It's just like people, it's just me. It's just me. This is not KY. This is coconut oil. And you can add anything that you want to it, truly, as long as you're okay with it being on your skin and if it's for you. So listen, real quick. We talked about pink and we talked about brown, and it just literally, it doesn't matter what we do because it's not just me. It's everybody that's in here as well is the same as me for the most part. Even if they act like they're not, they are. So this is coconut oil. It does have the dropper in here, right? I'm taking the dropper out. Who, me? Yes, you. Couldn't be, then who? All right, so in the kit, you got, right, the oil. I mailed it to you. I did. You got rose quartz, a little bit of rose quartz. What does rose quartz stand for, guys? Tell me, hurry. What does rose quartz stand for? Pink, pink, pink. I can't. Pink, pink, pink. Universal love, right? Universal love, self-love, love. It's this light, pretty energy, right? Rose quartz, it does stand for love. Jasmine, do we remember about jasmine? Jasmine is essentially the same. All the things that I picked to go in this have to do with self-love. You can make this for someone else. You could do this for yourself as well. It's the same things we used to dress the candles when we learned about dressing candles. You can use these things. Now, if you're allergic, just omit it and use something else, right? But jasmine is one of my favorite smells. I do use it in my goddess oil. It's jasmine and blue lotus, so I love jasmine. Jasmine is a princess. So that is that. And then I sent rose, a tiny bit of rose. This is actually already crunched up, so that's why it looks like a real skimpy amount. But I did crunch it up because we did dress candles with it as well. So you guys have that in your kit. You also have vetiver. You got these little things. So when you get your kits, you get cards, you get everything, but you don't get instructions for these kits because I do a class. But you have vetiver. You have neroli. And then you have cinnamon and vanilla together. Come see you later. Cinnamon and vanilla together. And then you also have goddess oil. So it's kind of intermixed. So you also have the goddess oil. If you have been a follower of me a long time, I make the goddess oil. It's just one of my signature things that I do. It smells delicious. It's an aphrodisiac. It has blue lotus and it has jasmine and a few other things in it. I get lots and lots of feedback of people loving it. So that's why I'm going to put some of that in there. I can't with you right now. I can't. And so that is what we have for the oil. Hang on, I'm looking. Where is it? You guys should also have a stick of incense that is within your kit. I'm lighting the incense. You guys can do this later. You can follow along with me. You can do this with any of your essential oils, but anytime I do use any kind of anything for spiritual or for spell jars, right? Spell jars, intentions jars, whatever you want to call it. I always do a clearing of the energy around, right? Because things get funky and you don't want to do anything spiritual or anything that represents self-love or anything like that with this depleting heavy cloud over you, right? You always want to have a clear head when you're doing it, unless you're doing some chaos stuff and you like to be all messed up when you're doing it, because the more chaotic, the better. Okay, so I'm going to do this, clear it out. Okay, and then I am going to do around the jar. Typically, I will do it in the jar, but don't stick it in the oil. When I do spell jars, I go inside the jar all the way, clear out all the residual stuff, okay? And so clear. You want to do this with the intention of clearing out all the residual energy, okay? Is it clear? Is it clear? Yeah. All right, so I'm going to leave that lit. All right. So that is that. I'm going to flip this around so I can show you. It's easy peasy, but I do want you guys to think about the self-mantra things that we talk about. The self-love, all those things, self-love mantras. So a self-love mantra could be something as simple as, I am worthy to receive everything that I desire, right? I am worthy to receive anything that brings me pleasure. I am worthy to receive. Are you worthy to receive? A lot of times people do not believe that they're truly worthy of the lives that they want or the things they want, and they feel like it's too much work, and so they stop and just get stagnant and forget about it, right? Like, why work for it? Why do it? Do you feel like you're worthy? Okay, so you want to use those kind of mantras. I like to use that I am worthy, just reminding yourself that you're worthy. The universe believes I am worthy to receive. I can't wait to receive. I can't wait to feel love. I love feeling pleasure. These are all mantras, okay? And just because I use the word pleasure doesn't mean that it's always talking about sex. You get pleasure from a lot of different things, right?
Yes.
You get pleasure from a lot of different things. You get pleasure from drinking your drink. You get pleasure from a hot bath. You get pleasure from smelling a candle. You get pleasure from a lot of things, right? Playing guitar. You get pleasure from a lot. So it doesn't always have to be around that. You just happen to be in good company that I think about and talk about that a lot because it's part of my energy, right? And it's part of the magic and the work that I do. All right, so I'm going to flip this around. It's going to be easy peasy pudding and pie. All right. Hang on. Right, I'm going to flip you around. Flip it. flip it. There's our candles back there. Here's what we have. Usually I have a little pretty tray, but you know, I'm not so prepared. All right, so here's this. I do need a tray though. Let me see if I can find something. That way I don't spill it everywhere. Here, I'll just use this. All right. This is the oil. It's the oil. All right, so there's that. Okay, so we cleared it all out. This is going to be self-love oil. If you do not want to use these oils I sent, or you have something else, by all means do. I'm just going to kind of show you what I do. All right, first I have these in the bag. If you have a bowl, you can smash them up in. It's just easier to do it like this for me, right? Not making it not complicated. This is the jasmine. And when I'm doing this, I would... Yeah, I could type something out and shoot it over to the Blend Your Spirit. You should have the stuff though. Okay, so this right here is the jasmine. When you're squishing it, you just want to infuse it with anything that you are wanting, that you're thinking, I am worthy of love. I am worthy of all the universe is bringing to me. And I would just say those while you're doing it. You could even listen to a song that would act as a mantra that you sing that's about loving yourself. You could just listen to a poem. You could listen to a self-love meditation, anything like that, okay? Yeah, I can do that. Let me do that right afterwards. And then I got to take a picture of the book I did earlier too. Okay, and this is the rose petals. They are dry. I am worthy of love. I am worthy of pleasure. The universe believes I am worthy. And squishy, squish, squish. And again, if you don't like these, you can use other things. This is just what I'm doing for the self-love, and this is what was in the self-love kits. Bye, Rebel. Here is the rose quartz. I'm going to use the incense to run over the quartz to clear out any residual energy. Let me pop this open. Maybe. All right. I'm going to set this on fire. Try not to. All right. You can't see it, but I'm smoke clearing here. I'm going to put those right there. All right, so that is all that's really going to go in here. Like I said, you can do other things, and I am going to put, if it will go in here, a piece of this quartz. This is some of the quartz that's coming in next month's kit. You're going to get a couple pieces of this for the crystal gridding class, so you'll get some of these. I am going to put one of these in here if it will fit. Will it fit? Yeah. Okay, perfect. Perfect. All right, so I am holding these. And again, if you're doing a meditation, listening to a song or saying mantras, right? I am worthy of love. I love who I'm becoming. I love who I've grown into. I am proud of myself. The universe believes I deserve abundance. Okay? And then you're going to drop it in again. I am worthy of love. The universe believes I deserve abundance. And that is in there. Then I am going to do some flowers, and I'm going to do some rose quartz. And I'm going to do the same thing. And I can give you guys a list. I think I posted a list of self-love mantras before, but I can definitely do it in the Blend Your Spirit. If you guys are new in here and you're not in Blend Your Spirit and you would like more information on this, go jump into the link in my bio and you can join over there where we post a lot of the worksheets and things like that. All right, I am worthy of love, abundance, and prosperity. I'm worthy of love, abundance, and prosperity. I'm worthy of love, abundance, and prosperity. I am happy to receive all the abundance coming to me. I am happy to receive the abundance coming to me. I am happy to receive the abundance coming to me. I am happy to receive the abundance coming to me. And then I'm going to move to the jasmine. And you can just pick, of course, mantras. Like I said, you could do a song, but I am worthy of abundance. I am worthy of love. I'm worthy of pleasure. Did I say I'm worthy of pleasure? Okay. So there is that. You don't have to put it all in. You can. You don't have to. Okay. And then I have here, and we have the cinnamon and vanilla. We have the vetiver. And we have the neroli. And I personally like this specific blend. And then I'm going to add some goddess as well. So, but I'm going to do the same thing. I'm probably not going to use the little dropper. I'm just going to pour it in. I am worthy of love and abundance and pleasure and prosperity. There's another right here. And you guys can wash these out and use them for different ones as well. Like I said, I like to keep it simple on the mantras. Listen to a song, listen to drumming, listen to something, self-love meditation. I am worthy of love and abundance and prosperity. Go on in there. All right. And this one is the vetiver. I am worthy of receiving pleasure. I'm worthy of all the abundance coming my direction. I'm worthy of love. I'm worthy of sharing love. I'm worthy of receiving love. I'm worthy of pleasure. I'm worthy of happiness. Okay. And honestly, you can just do this to your preferred liking, right? And you don't have to use the oils that I've sent. I'm going to add this as well. This is my goddess oil. And it's meant to be a really light smell. I am worthy of abundance. I'm worthy of pleasure. I'm worthy to receive all things coming to me. I'm worthy of sharing my love. I'm worthy of seeing my greatness. You just continue saying great things about yourself, right? Okay. And then all you do, I always blow into the top. It sounds funny sometimes, right? But I like to just put my essence in it. So I will pick it up and blow into it, and then I will refill this. So it's real simple. You can use this in the bath. You can use this all over. It's beautiful. This is what it looks like. So it's super simple. It's so pretty. And you can make so many different ones. So I'm going to flip this back around and talk to you about it. Hi, Timmy. All right, I'm going to flip it around and chit-chat. Flip it around and chit-chat with you. Okay. Let's see. Where, oh, where is Kitty? Peekaboo. Do you like it? So, and I can set up all different kinds of kits. So if you guys don't want to, like, I get it. Like when I first started, like I wanted to make so many different kits, but it gets expensive to buy like an oil for like 2 drops of it, right? It does. It just does. And so I do have a lot of kits or a lot of oils and things like that. And I always keep this stuff around. So this has neroli in it, right? Neroli, vetiver, goddess oil. I'm like, what does it have in it? Rose, vanilla, cinnamon, and jasmine. And then it has rose quartz. And then I put an aura treated quartz in there as well. Okay. That is what it has. If you want to add safe mica, like I have gold. Do I have it right here? I could add it if I had it right here. I have gold mica that I use in a lot of my oils and things like that. But, right, it's just what it is. It's what it is. So I'm going to talk to you, though, about ways you can use it. There are so many ways that you can use anointing oil, right? Literally, it can just be massage oil. It could just be massage oil. You could be like, somebody rub my back, right? The way that I use oil really and truly, when I get up in the morning, I always sit down. I have to take the certain medicines that I have to take. And then before I do anything, I always use anointing oil. And my mentor a long time ago taught me this, and I love it because I feel like on your worst days, it still gets you a start in the right direction. So if you can get a smell that you like, whether you make it, buy it from someone, whatever, you can put a dot here, right, for what you know. You put a dot on your wrist for what you do. You put a dot on your ankle for where you go. Okay. And the whole point of this is to remind you of who you are, right? I feel like that's one of my big things right now is like, do you remember? Do you remember who you are? Do you remember how great you are? So you can use it for that. It really does. So fragrances, smells, all those things, right? And all your crystals, all your tools, I always tell you guys, they are beautiful Post-it notes, right? And they are there for you to use. It's a toolbox. You can use it or you can just let it sit there. But if you have a toolbox full of nails and screws and hammers and all those things and you need a fence, you can't just buy the toolbox. The fence is not going to make itself, right? And it's the same thing with spiritual tools. You can have all the candles. You can have all the crystals in the world. You can hold a crystal all day long and not do anything with it. And it's not going to come in and just absolutely change your life. Hi, how are you? It's not going to come in and just change your life without you doing some work. Okay, it's just not. And there are so many different things that you can do. So morning time, right? We just made this lovely anointing oil. You can call it goddess oil, call it bad bitch oil. I don't care what you call it. Good day oil, happy oil, massage oil, I don't care. But when you wake up in the morning, if you put it on your temples for what you know, your wrists for what you do, your feet or ankles where you go, it's going to set you up every single morning. So every single morning, your grumpiest of moods, I hate morning time. And I saw you last night. Yeah, you came in. I think I actually snuck into your live once, but I had to go do something. I didn't get to stay, so I'll stay longer next time. You can also use this to anoint your candles, right? We learned how to dress candles. So you can use this to dress your candles, okay? You can use this to put on your fingers and you can anoint or clear your crystals. Don't drop it on ones like selenite. Don't cover selenite with oil. It's going to damage it. But there are ones that you can do that with, okay? You can use your fingerprint and put fingerprints on different things on the back of doors. You could do it on different places in your house. And you can do that. And it's infusing everything with self-love because you're putting intention into this when you make it. You can use it in your bath. That's right, Shelly. You can use it in your bath. You could even make your own soap and use this oil as the oil that goes in. You could make candles. My ears are ringing. That was wild. That's wild. So you can use this for so many different things. Can you guys think of other things that you could use it for? Don't use it for your nether regions, okay? Just because it's called self-love oil, don't. Especially if you're female. Guy, females, this is not yoni oil. Please do not. Please do not. Okay? Kitty never said to do that. Don't do it. So this is not meant for that, right? You can get things meant for that. This is not the one. So use this for massage oil. Use it to anoint things. Use it to create. Use it within your spiritual practice. Use it in your bath. Put it in your lotion. Use it for those things, okay? And when you use the same smell, I say religiously, but when you use the same smell, say every morning for a month, then what it does is when you sit down at your table and this is going to be a bad day, but this is for where I go and what I do, your brain starts getting trained to associate that fragrance with that energy. Okay. And it becomes a habit. It becomes routine for you. And so it reminds you when you wake up in the morning to sit down and do those things, right? It's very, very simple, but it's a very huge thing that could be in your day. Okay. And so you can use that for so many things. Don't let people tell you that you have to follow a certain path or you have to do things a certain way to make anointing oil. Right? It's up to you, right? Your path, your rules. And if you don't like what I say, take what resonates with you and build your own. That is the beauty of having this path. You can do whatever you want. And this is lovely, right? Vetiver, I already forgot. What did I have? Vetiver and jasmine and rose and blue lotus and so many goodies in here. But it was in the monthly box, right? And so then you have everything right there. And when you're infusing your energy into it, you're speaking love, things about yourself. I am worthy of love. I am worthy of receiving love. I am worthy of pleasure of all kinds. Anything, right? I am so passionate about helping people find beauty and love and pleasure in all parts of your life, right? So then you can use it on your fingers. You can drop it on your hand, right? And even if you only use it to put on your skin, it just smells so lovely. Am I single? I am not. My husband likes to meet all my boyfriends. So it smells lovely, right? And you can make so many different kinds. You've definitely been doing some things on your own very successfully. Good. I love that. I love it. I do. And that's the whole reason why I like to do the kits and like to teach about those things, because you really can do all these things on your own. Don't get me wrong. I love when people purchase things from me, but I really love when you start understanding that your energy is far more powerful for you than anyone else's energy. So when you have the ability to create your own and use your own energy and all those things, then it's just much more powerful, right? I can get you the tools, right? But I can never have as strong of energy for what you need than you can. You know, and that's the reality of it. I can sell you and teach you and get you the bits and pieces, but you can create these things for yourself that are going to be impactful for your life, and you're going to want to use them more, right? Because you made them. It's kind of like with your kids. If you can get them to do something, then it's so much more important to them because it's theirs, right? And we are no different. Like, I love making my own things. Now, don't get me wrong. There are certain things I will buy. Period. I've told you that. Like, there are certain things I will buy and I'm never going to not buy. And there's certain people I buy from. And I think that that's great. And I love that. But when it comes down to it, your energy is going to know exactly what you need. And when you start trusting your own intuition, you're going to be able to filter through what Tanya needs right now, what Shelly needs right now. What do you need right now? Because all that I put in the kit, right, was rose and jasmine, and it works beautifully. That's exactly what I'm using. But what if you wanted to add rosemary for protection, right? What if you wanted to add a stick of cinnamon in here? Totally okay, right? Yeah, to one of your lavender balm ones. Yeah, and so the thing is with the lavender balm, they smell so good. They do. They smell so good. And the thing with beeswax is there's, you have to find like what consistency you like the best and then stick with that recipe. And I'm not typically a recipe person. I just kind of cook and things like that as I go. But with that, you really do have to have a recipe of what your preference is. That's why I always send extra in the kits of that. So I do have the lavender balm, but I also have the kit for you to make too. I love you. Thanks for coming in. I know it's not my normal night on. Yeah, bye. You do it by smell. Yeah, and so in the balm, I use beeswax and I use coconut oil. And the thing with that is when you do heat it up, it all looks the same. It's all clear. And so you really have to experiment and things like that. So in the kits, I try to send you extra stuff. That way, when you do it, you can. I prefer about 60-40 consistency, with the beeswax being the 40. If you get like 50-50, it tends to be more like a chapstick almost, and I like it a little bit not as thick as that. But that is the oil class, right? And we will do different things continuously. Next week we are doing, I don't know what else we're doing, but sometime next week we are going to go over Shiva Lingam. We are going to also make Persephone punch. So we are going to do Persephone punch. I say I'll have a kit. I won't really have a kit for Persephone punch. I do have pomegranate, big, huge bag of dried pomegranate seeds that I have. And then I have the glitter and the other things that will go in it. But you obviously will have to purchase your own things for that to go in if you do want that. It is coming though up by the end of the month. And next month, I just want to tell you a couple things that are in there. I am busy making 4-leaf clover jars for good luck for next month on the manifestation box. We are having 4 crystals, rainbow fluorite, clear quartz citrine, and Shelly. What is the other one? And we have the tea. It's black tea, it's blackberry, and a couple other things. It is all about manifesting. You will also get a crystal gridding kit for one of the classes. So you're going to get the bare basics, right? And we'll talk about that in class. But if you're going to prepare for next month and you do get, and pyrite. And so in the box next month, you're going to get some quartz. You're going to get some of these. You're going to get also some flowers and things like that you can use within your crystal grid. But if you want to think ahead of time, you might get some other things that might be meaningful for you to do the crystal grid. I'm going to show you how to activate it and kind of show you how to put your intention into it and the different designs that we have. I will also have Shelly and myself print out some crystal grid that on paper, not print them out, but put some grids within Blend Your Spirit so you guys can print them out, or you can just build one on your own. There is no shame in doing it on your own. I actually do that myself over the grids. So it's just up to you on that. So that is something to start thinking about. The things we're doing next month for sure is crystal grid. And then I can't remember what the other one is. Something of manifesting though. So that is what we're doing. Next month, we have the Morrigan is the goddess, and I can't remember the other one. I don't have it in front of me, but we have lots of things going on. We are doing the herbs of the month during the week. Miss Marty is going to do it during the week, but if you cannot, the manifestation honey, how did I forget that? That stuff will get you in trouble. That's how Kitty Lynn started. So yes, manifestation honey. So you're actually getting a lot of stuff in the big box this next month. So you're getting a small jar, you're going to get some honey, you're going to get carnelian and some other things to put into the honey. You can put your own stuff into it too. But we will start learning about the manifestation honey and how you can do it and what kind of ritual that is when you do it. Again, it is a spiritual practice, but the manifestation honey is something that becomes a ritual for you every single day, and it becomes routine for you. So then it becomes a habit, right, of something that just falls into your routine, and it reminds you to do certain things. And so, excuse me. What? Stop. Charlie. So that is what we have. I need to know by the middle of next week if you do want the big kit or just the tea or just the crystals. And we have the good luck, I call them cauldrons, but the good luck pots that are going to basically be like scoops, but they will be closed. And so you'll get those sent to you as well. And if you guys need anything, let me know. But we will be on tomorrow night at 6 o'clock as well. And if anybody wants to join, you can. I'll probably, I don't know what theme I'm going to, it'll be self-awareness for sure. So I hope you guys have a beautiful night. If you need anything from me, let me know. And shoot me a message if you know which things that you'd like. That way I can get that order sent in. And we will talk to you soon. Have a beautiful night, guys.